So today I had a choice of what I wanted to rent. I was going to take that Tacoma, but it's got 35,000 miles on it and it's two-wheel drive, no features. Yeah, nothing else that interesting. Driven a lot of Wranglers. Surprised to see a Honda Odyssey minivan here. And when you travel a lot, you tend to rent a car that has the lowest amount of miles and the features that you want. So this has wireless CarPlay, a sunroof, heated seats, and still smells like a new car with 1,000 miles. So this week's rental review is going to be a 2025 Honda Odyssey. Plus it's got VTEC. It's the last Honda with VTEC. I mean, I can't help myself. So this is going to be a new addition to the channel where I drive a rental car every week. Because I rent a car every week. So I figured, why not start documenting it? Wireless charging, tons of room. I mean, you gotta love a minivan. You gotta love a minivan. So here we are in the minivan. Let you guys know what the Honda Odyssey experience is like. Driving through San Francisco this week, so should be fun. I love a sunroof. I love heated seats, but this thing has sport mode. It's got paddle shifters. I mean, I don't know why, but I can't wait to listen to that VTEC scream. Last NA VTEC Honda right here. How could I not rent it? I love vans, come on. All right, initial driving impressions. I mean, I do have it in sport mode to keep the trans awake, but man, it rides nice, it's quiet. The visibility is incredible. Gotta love that in a minivan. Like I said, you guys know I like to get sunburned on my scalp, so yeah, this ought to be good. Yeah, leather's nice. Heated seats work very well. It is kind of weird though. I have the seat all the way back and I'm not very tall. I'm about 5'9", and I would like to go back another 6 inches. My feet are, my knees are hitting the steering wheel already. That is really weird that the seat only goes back this amount. Anyone who's got an Odyssey and is a larger person, I guess you just tilt the wheel up. I mean, I'm not fat by any means. I'm just, this is crazy because this is like where I'd like the wheel from like this is really weird. It's really weird because yeah, I can't extend my leg. It's just a really strange seating position. It's kind of funny. It feels a lot like an old cab over Toyota van or Volkswagen van of all things, which makes no sense because it's none of those things. So yeah, kind of interesting. All right, maybe I'll get you some better driving impressions. Oh, that's cool. GT3 RS just at the airport. Let's get out of this lane here. We are not waiting for anybody. Oh yeah, gotta love that NAV6. I skipped the VTEC crossover there. We'll get a better video when we're out of the airport. So while I'm sitting here at this light, I figured out some of the drive mode stuff. So it's in drive. You hit it again, it goes into S, which is sport. And then you grab a paddle and it's now in manual mode. I mean, why they have paddle shifters in this is beyond me, but it's automatically upshifting. Oh, come on. I wanted to hit the rev limiter here. Isn't it incredible that the best sounding Honda is a minivan? I mean, that sounds incredible. If they put this motor in a Civic, if this was in the Type R, I'd own one instead of a 2-liter turbo. I mean, this is the real performance Honda right here. It sounds phenomenal. Honda Odyssey. The real Type R. Maybe that'll be the title. Oh, man. But no, this is, let me get it out of this mode. This is ridiculous. Let's just put it in normal drive. But yeah, It drives like a minivan. It's rides good. It's quiet. It's smooth. It's comfortable. Again, besides the weird seating position, I can't get over the fact that my knee is this far bent with it all the way back. I've got the seat pretty reclined too. This is crazy. I mean, this thing's not designed for Americans. I feel like I'm in a Miata or something. Legitimately, I had more room in my MR2 than I did in this. I mean, I have tons of, like, you know, leg room side laterally, but just like the vertical leg room is just weird. It's just weird, but all right. Maybe that'll get old, but it's not yet. Oh man! So yeah, that's how I picked a rental car this time. One, lowest miles, which, you know, I was gonna pick it anyway. It had the greatest feature, the best features, the lowest miles. But you know, it having VTEC did not hurt. Well, we're about to cross the Golden Gate Bridge. Figured I might as well record that. So for work, I travel across the whole West. So anything west of the Mississippi, you're gonna see it on camera here. So, all right. That is rapid. I'm telling you, that. I rent a lot of cars. This is as quick as anything. Quick as anything that they'll usually rent you. Sometimes you can get a BMW, Audi. But here we are. The Golden Gate Bridge. Awesome. We're going to go to the park over here and check it out. But yeah, the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. One thing you got to be careful about in California is they have speed cameras and red light cameras certain places. Maybe not speed cameras. I think those were outlawed, but there's definitely red light cameras, and I've gotten you know, more than one ticket from them. So just something to note. Man, looking over the bay, it is pretty. A lot of people, you know, have a lot of things to say, some good, some bad, some ugly about California, but it sure is pretty. All right, we're gonna get over here because we are gonna go to the park. If you've never been to this park over here, we should have a little view of it. Maybe not, but there's it's a really nice marina and park right over here, right after you cross Vista Point, that's what it's called. Thank you, road sign. I forgot what it was called. All right, let's check it out. Vista Point. This is not the park. This is actually just Vista Point, but we're going to go to the park as well. Well, here we are. Vista Point. It is quite a view. I've always loved the weather out here in the bay. Those smell incredible. There's some street meat. This is Vista Point. Here's the skyline, and we're gonna head down to that park next. This is another really nice view of the Golden Gate Bridge. This is Fort Baker, so it's the next exit, Alexander Road. If you take that first Vista Point, yeah, then you go down to Alexander Road and get off that exit. Yeah, it is definitely a pretty view. This was always kind of like I don't know, an underrated view of the bridge. People always go up to Vista Point, and you can see the whole skyline and everything from there, but I don't know, not a lot of people go this way, so yeah, kind of a cool view. Yeah, get to kind of see things from a little bit of a different angle here. I would get out of the car, but there's no reason in a van with such incredible visibility. So yeah, pretty cool. So I may or may not have removed the air filter. I don't know. May or may not have done that. You tell me. I don't know. I may or may not have done that. Okay. Let's listen to the song of my people. I love that sound. That never gets old. I do have it in sport mode. That's interesting. The numbers only show up where your gauge is. That's really interesting. Let's see if we can get it to cross over again. Oh, that sounds obnoxious. The airbox is like right by the gauge cluster, so the sound is pronounced. Something like this, you know? Come on, Juke. I'm trying to bang off the limiter here. Now, this engine just sounds great, even before you get to VTEC. It's just a good sounding V6. It's always been a shame that this never went in anything lighter or cooler. Alright, I've seen enough. And here we are again, crossing from the other direction into the Golden Gate. Should be pretty cool. Let's just check it out here. Okay. Come full circle here. Now we're crossing into the city instead of we were headed up towards Marin and the John Muir Woods, and now we're headed back into San Francisco. So pretty cool. I'm glad I went when I did. The fog has rolled in as it tends to here, and wow, I hope I caught that on camera. That was cool. A couple 300 SLs just drove by. That was really cool. I'm glad I was filming this. I was wondering, should I film the other way on the bridge? Well, I'm really glad I did. And I almost cut it off because of the fog. But, you know, stuff you see on the road, man, you never know. I would get this out of sport mode. It was revving at 3,500 RPM for absolutely no reason. All right, and we are back into San Fran. Well, let's see what it sounds like in a tunnel. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, so with the air filter removed, it's a little louder. Closer walk around. I don't know the exact trim. I guess it's an EXL. It doesn't say it on the back, but yeah, because it's an 8-seater. Heated seats, and oh, I guess I did take out the air filter. What? Someone did. That's weird. But yeah, the rear seats recline. This is really cool because this is like a seat, and then it also removes, so you can have captain's chairs. I mean, they're kind of full-time captain chairs at all time, which is pretty cool. No panoramic sunroof. Not a bunch of crazy features like a Sienna or Carnival has. And yes, I do like every type of car, and no, I don't just know this for no reason. My sister was shopping for vans, and she ended up getting a Sienna with the hybrid system, a brand new one. It was 3-4 years ago, but yeah, that thing is awesome for, you know, van duties, for daily drive. But yeah, it's legitimately a nice place to be. Yeah. Start it up. Definitely open up the sunroof. But one thing I did notice is like this material, it's going to be hard to see on camera, but it's kind of coming off already. And the headliner is actually coming apart already right here, which is, you can feel it. It's a real like chintzy quality, the headliner material. Kind of weird. My mom has a Honda Pilot that's it looks the same, but the material's a lot nicer than this. I don't know, just something of note. I had a 2004 Accord Coupe V6 6-speed, similar J-series motor, 3-liter version instead of the 3.5, but single overhead cam VTEC like this. And yeah, its headliner also had the same appearance as this. Like it's kind of like a coarse material and a similar color, but mine never sagged in that. So I don't know. Just seems to be the theme on modern vehicles. They're just cheapening out everything. One really interesting thing is this thing has a hood prop. A hood prop in 2025. Kind of interesting. But yeah, you can see where the airbox is and why, even with the air filter in, VTEC is so loud. But yeah, honestly, servicing this thing doesn't look too bad. Those back 3 plugs would be a royal bitch. But everything else looks pretty serviceable and recognizable, which is incredible on a new vehicle. I mean, this is not a new vehicle. It's a 2025, but this thing was designed a long time ago. And here we are going across 92 on a very long bridge across the bay here. I feel like I'm playing Outrun. But yeah, kind of some final thoughts as we head back to the airport. This thing's a great rental car. Tons of room, comfortable. I got 23 miles a gallon, and as you guys saw in the rest of this video, I wasn't exactly nice to this thing. Had a few people in the vehicle. Everyone was comfortable. Tons of cargo space. Vans make sense. I mean, I know everybody likes crossovers and SUVs, but for the footprint of this vehicle, this is way more useful than, you know, a large to mid-size crossover. So I understand why people like these. And I don't care what anyone says. I think vans are cool, especially when they have VTEC. But yeah, well, that kind of wraps up my rental car review. Stay tuned next week for another one. Yeah, just about every week I'm going to be posting one. And keep driving your vehicles. Don't forget, you know, just because I'm in a rental doesn't mean I'm not going to drive it. I think you guys saw I drove this thing about as hard as anyone's ever driven a minivan. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and till next time.